People think the dark is where nightmares are born. They say it's where monsters crawl and hope goes to die. But I've lived in the dark long enough to know it's not the shadows that should scare you. It's what you let them turn you into. You see, fear is a weapon. In the hands of your enemies, it can tear you apart. But in your hands, fear can be a tool. I've used it, sharpened it, wielded it against those who thought they could break me. They couldn't. Because I didn't run from fear. I ran toward it. And when you face it head on, you strip it of its power. You tame it. I know what you're thinking. Batman's just a man in a mask, a symbol, a freak who hides in shadows. And you're right, I am. But let me tell you something about masks. They don't just hide who you are. They show the world what you've chosen to become. I chose to become the thing criminals fear. The darkness in their nightmares. But that's not the whole story. No, the mask isn't just for them. It's for me too. It's a reminder that I don't get to give up. That every broken bone, every scar, every failure, it's all part of something bigger, something worth fighting for. But I didn't start out strong. No one does. Strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you forge in fire. And that fire, it burns hottest when you're on the edge of breaking. When the world has its boot on your neck, and all you want to do is lie down and let it crush you. But you don't. You stand, you fight, you rise. And let me tell you something about rising. It's not pretty, it's not clean, it's bloody and it's brutal, and sometimes it feels like it's all for nothing. But it's not. Every time you get back up, you're not just surviving, you're proving that you're stronger than the thing that tried to take you down. Look, I'm not here to tell you life gets easier. It doesn't. It gets harder, more complicated. The hits keep coming, and sometimes they come from places you don't expect, from people you trusted, from the things you thought you could count on. But here's the truth. The hits don't define you. What you do after them does. I've lost people, good people, people who believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. And that loss, it never goes away. It carves itself into your soul, leaves you hollow. But that emptiness, it's not a weakness. It's a space you can fill with something new. Purpose, strength, a reason to keep going. Gotham taught me that hope isn't something you wait for. It's something you fight for. It's not some beacon in the sky. It's in the hands of the people who refuse to let the city fall. It's in the voices of the ones who say, not today, not while I'm still breathing. And you don't have to be a vigilante. You don't have to wear a cape or a mask to make a difference. Sometimes making a difference is as simple as standing up for someone who can't stand up for themselves. As simple as saying, I won't back down. As simple as being the one light in someone else's darkness. Because that's the thing about darkness, it's not endless. You just need one spark to burn it away. And if you can't find that spark, be it. Even when the world tells you to give up, when it feels like every step forward drags you deeper into the abyss, keep going. The dark isn't forever, and neither is the pain. So if you're listening to this, if you're standing on the edge, ready to fall, don't. Not today. Because today you have a choice. You can let the world tell you who you are, or you can decide for yourself. I've made my choice. I chose to fight, to rise, to be more than my pain, more than my fear, more than the shadows that tried to swallow me whole. And if I can do it, so can you. The world doesn't need a savior. It needs fighters, survivors, people who don't just endure the night, they own it. Please take this short break from your video. We know how important the videos are to you. Support the channel by purchasing a Inspire Network hoodie or Inspire Network coffee cup. Enjoy the rest of the video. Let me be clear. Strength isn't born in comfort. It's forged in the fires of failure, molded by every punch you take and every time you get knocked down. Life doesn't hand out justice or fairness. It's brutal, it's messy, and it doesn't give a damn about you or me. But here's the truth. No one tells you. That darkness, that pain, it's yours. Own it. Let it shape you, but don't let it break you. You've got a choice. Let the world crush you under its weight or stand the hell up and push back. I know what it's like to be broken, to lose everything you thought made you whole. I've stared into the abyss, and it stared right back. But in that moment I realized something. It's not about avoiding the abyss. It's about walking into it, with your head held high, knowing you're more than the fear, more than the pain. Gotham didn't make me a hero. Gotham made me a weapon, a blunt force that crashes against the evil that preys on the innocent. But that's not who you have to be. You don't need a mask. You don't need armor. What you need is grit, the courage to do what's right, even when no one's looking. The world will tell you to fall in line, to stay quiet, to survive. Screw that. Survival isn't living. Living is fighting for something that matters. Living is refusing to let the darkness win. You think the odds are stacked against you? Good, let them be. You think you're outnumbered? Even better. Because when you fight with everything you've got, heart, soul, fire, numbers don't mean a damn thing. Look around. This city, this world, it's not perfect, and it never will be. But perfection isn't the goal. The goal is progress. The goal is waking up every day and deciding to be better than the person you were yesterday. I'm not here to save you. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to rise out of your pain, your guilt, your fear, and turn it into something unstoppable. Because you're capable of more than you think. Every one of you has a spark inside. It's messy, raw, untamed. But that spark, that's power. Let that fire burn. Let it consume every excuse, every lie, every damn thing that's held you back. The world's gonna try and snuff it out. Don't let it. Fight for it. Protect it. Because when your fire burns, you light up everything around you. You don't need to be a hero to inspire. You just need to show the world that you won't give up, that you won't break. People will follow strength, not because they're weak, but because they see what's possible. This city needs you. The world needs you. Not some perfect version of you, but the real, flawed, relentless you. The one who keeps fighting, keeps rising, keeps proving that even in the darkest of nights, the smallest flame can make all the difference. So, what's it gonna be? Are you going to let the darkness define you? Or are you going to stand the hell up and fight? Be the spark, be the fire, be the damn night this world needs. So stand up, pick up your broken pieces, wear them like armor, because the truth is we're all a little broken. But sometimes broken is what makes you dangerous, and sometimes broken is what makes you unstoppable. Be unstoppable, and when the darkness calls, don't run, face it, own it, become it, and remind the world that even in the darkest of nights, there's always a light.